A person left a comment about that I needed to be in a straitjacket, basically implying that I was insane. As we continue to evolve and grow as a species, it's very important that we continue to look at ourselves, to accept where we are lacking, where we need to grow and improve, and to do our best to grow and learn from everything that happens to us. Are you able to rise above it when you get criticized by a complete stranger on the internet? If you've put anything on the internet at any time, you most likely have gotten some type of negative comment. Drew Barrymore just was making a comment the other day that whenever you put anything out, it's about 50-50. About half the people are going to like it and half the people aren't going to like it. For some reason, it often seems as though the people who don't like it are the ones who will comment, and the people who like it are often silent, although I've gotten some very nice, lovely, supportive comments on my videos, and I appreciate them always. It's just wonderful. It's very motivating. And although I don't get very many views, I appreciate that some people are getting something out of these videos, something positive. But the other day I got my first negative comment, and it was very sarcastic. It was about a video, it was on a video where I mentioned the word God. And if you know anything about my philosophy, my beliefs, I do believe in God, but God is not God in the traditional sense, in the Christian sense. I feel as though the Christian religion kind of makes you feel like God is an actual person sitting up there, floating around in the sky, ready to judge you. God for me is energy, vibration, the creative force of the universe. But it doesn't matter what you call God. God is God. God is the creator. God is source. But I mentioned the word God, and I feel like this might have been what triggered the person. But the person left a comment about that I needed to be in a straitjacket, basically implying that I was insane. Yeah, and I felt a very, very momentary little blip, a very little bit of like, but it passed really quickly. And I was feeling like, yeah, I'm so good at this. Look at me. I've done it. I've gotten to the point where I'm comfortable being criticized as a person who believes he has suffered with avoidant personality disorder, being hypersensitive to criticism, as people with AVPD are. To be able to just let a negative comment go like that is excellent progress. However, I'm not really sure. The rest of my day was a series of negative events. I made a mistake with a client. I overcharged a client. Then I had to call the client and apologize and recharge them. And then I undercharged a client on something that I've done a million times and I know how to do, but for some reason I was kind of off, and I'm thinking maybe I just had it in my mind that negative comment had sort of stuck in there, and though I was trying to push it away, ignore it, it was there, and it was sort of messing with my mind all day long, causing me to forget common things that I do all the time that I know how to do. So, the point is, if there is one, it's great to be able to rise above the negative comments. That's great, and I definitely feel like I've made progress. But I also need to remember to feel it. Feel it. If you feel the stab in your heart when someone says something extremely nasty to you, that you feel like you don't deserve, like they don't understand you, you just want to correct it, and you just feel the injustice, it's okay, you need to feel it, instead of just telling myself, oh, yay, look, I'm great, I'm all better now, I don't get affected by people's negativity. Yeah, I do a little bit. I don't take it to heart, but I feel it, that negative vibration that the person put into typing that comment, that energy exists, and I'm a sensitive person, I can feel it, and that's okay. It's not letting them win, it's not letting someone win if you feel the negativity of the comment that they put out there, clearly wanting you to feel some negativity. I feel as though maybe I wanted to feel like, you can't hurt me. But yeah, it did hurt a little bit, but not in the way it used to, not to the point where I couldn't breathe and I just wanted to delete the video because, oh no, delete the comment, delete the video. I've done that before on Twitter, where I've deleted a video and blocked some people because they were upset about something that I said. But no, it's still there. The comment's still there. The video's still there. And I'm not going to respond. I thought for a moment, well, should I say something defending myself? Or should I say something kind? Or should I say something funny to just show that it didn't bother me? But I just decided not to say anything. Just let it be. And let that person have their opinion. And let it be. And I encourage you, if you watch a video that I've done and you see a negative comment, don't feel as though you need to defend me, just to keep that negative energy alive. It's not necessary. If it hurts you, feel it. Admit it to yourself, but attacking the other person isn't going to help you. And I can almost feel sorry for the person that made this comment, because I feel like they don't have a lot of self-awareness, that all this negativity they're putting out is a reflection of themselves and the chaos and the negativity in their own mind, and how they're not in touch with their soul, their beautiful, wonderful, loving soul that is just all caught up in this 3D reality where everything is so confrontational and negative. And part of the 3D reality is opposites, the light and the dark. You know, the sadness and the happiness. Without one, we wouldn't appreciate the other. But, yeah, I mean, I'm okay with these negative comments. And I realize it's more of a reflection on the person that made the comment than it is on me. And I just choose to let them live. They can live there in my comment section, and no one needs to defend me. No one needs to hate on that person. That person's got enough negativity in their life already that they're giving to themselves. So, and in a way, it just empowers them when you fight back against them. It's almost like they want that. Yeah, so I was able to let it go. Anyway, avoidant personality disorder not activated. Not activated. Yes.